Hello, fellow Avatar and Korra fans. I'm Avatar.4 here with another exciting news update. Yes, we already have our release date and our trailer we've been waiting for Legend of Korra Book 3 Change. And just a friendly reminder, it's this coming Friday, June 27th, starting 7 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, spread the word, continue, just like I said in my last video. And it'll be 3 episodes once again. And now let's dive into the exciting news. And this is something we've been waiting for, merchandise we've been waiting for, from besides the supposedly confirmed and announced action figures for Korra and statues from the previously announced, not previously, announced merchandise line from Dark Horse, since February, but they haven't released anything about them, so we don't know. But this is actually confirmed and exciting. It's a Legend of Korra video game, and it's coming out this fall sometime. Well, I'll get on to. They're making 2 different games. One is just for Nintendo 3DS. It doesn't say that one's coming out fall. I don't know if they're working on it at the same time or something that we just know is coming soon, eventually. And it'll be different. Just because it's Nintendo and it's a handheld, they have to change it, obviously, a little bit. Based on besides, like, the other consoles. So, yeah. That's exciting. The consoles are, of course, PC. Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4. And as I said before, the other game, Nintendo 3DS. So I was kind of surprised. I know Wii is considered starting to kind of fade out of popularity. And even with the Wii U, that never got like the PS4 hype, kind of. So they're not doing a Wii game, which is kind of surprising just because the Avatar, is really physical, obviously. Even like the games from the original series that are really fun. There for Wii, you get to swing your remote around and everything because of the bending. And I was kind of surprised to see that, yet I kind of understand it because it's a new game, obviously, and Wii's are starting to kind of fade out. Even though I have a Wii and I love it, they're not making many anymore. And I don't have any of these other ones, but I will get a PC version, and they say that it'll be downloadable for most. I don't know if it would make sense to actually release it and be able to download it. I think that's what they're doing. Of course, with PC, I think you have to download it. The other ones, it's optional, I think. I don't know. And I'll read you the main details from the press release from IGN. And they actually had a trailer. It's 30 minutes. I mean, not 30 minutes, wow. 30 seconds. And if you go on YouTube, you can type in Legend of Korra video game trailer. I think that would work. Or just go on IGN's actual YouTube channel and go through. You'll find it eventually. It says Legend of Korra announcement trailer. Has a digitally video game Korra looking thing. So anyway, it's exciting, and the really exciting part, it's not telling the story of either seasons we've seen or future seasons. It's telling the story in between books 2 and 3, which is really convenient timing because we'd be at the end of book 3 and start getting excited for book 4. So that's just kind of exciting, and yeah. It says Nickelodeon has partnered with Activision, Platinum Games, and they're releasing The Legend of Korra on different consoles. It's a third-person combat game based on the hit Nickelodeon series. A Korra writer from both Avatar and Korra Tim Hedrick. You might know his name if you're familiar with all the behind-scenes stuff in both shows. He was a writer on several Avatar episodes, I think, and Beginnings Parts 2, and A New Spiritual Ways with Korra Book 2. So that's cool that they're actually getting a writer, just because it's an unknown story. They could make it really stupid, yet they could make it really good and add something to it. So yeah, that'll be exciting. As the series leading lady, Korra, Players will use the avatar's fire, earth, air, and water elements in combat to fight familiar enemies such as mecha tanks and chi blockers, as well as other benders in the 3-on-3 pro bending arena. A Webfoot Technologies developed turn-based strategy version of the Legend of Korra game will hit Nintendo 3DS this year, but they aren't saying fall like the other one. So, yeah. Where Platinum's action game is all about fast-paced martial art combat, the 3DS game will focus on tactically maneuvering Korra and her allies on the battlefield, so it's more basic. But still, it's a Legend of Korra game. Look for more on Platinum's Legend of Korra game, including our hands-on impressions later this week. So later this week, IGN should post some more about it. And yeah, that's still exciting. Like really exciting. I've been waiting for this. I was kind of afraid that they weren't going to do this, just because if you don't know, I don't think I've talked about it in another video, but if I did, forgive me, I'll talk about it again. When Korra was in development, like early on, like 2010, 2011, they were hesitant to actually produce it. They were wanting an Avatar spinoff. We would have gotten that either way, but Korra might not have been a girl. They might have chosen to do a boy Avatar instead, just because they claim, which is kind of known. Besides like Marvel and all those, leading female heroines normally don't sell well, as they said. They don't market well. So they were kind of hesitant to make Korra a girl. They actually had to have a focus group with a room full of boys of like teenage, younger, like middle school kids, elementary school, and they had to ask them. And for the most part, like they all were you bothered that Korra was a girl? Would you still watch the show? They're like, what? No, of course I wasn't bothered. This actually some of the things they said, like, Korra's awesome. I don't care if she's a girl or not. So yeah, that shows just like she's not just like in my opinion, it doesn't matter whether a lead is a male or female. It doesn't matter. I mean, really. But for some reason, in a marketing point of view, a lot of companies tend to be hesitant about that, and that's one reason I was kind of worried that and still am worried that we might not get actual Korra action figures, just because obviously they would have to make the main character, yet they don't think Korra would sell well just because she's female once again, which I just think is wrong and stupid, but it's marketing. Also with this, it seems really focused like you would play as Korra for the most part. And I even read some of the comments. Some of the boys were like, I don't really want to play this. I love the show, but I don't really want to play as a girl. Which I say, once again, it doesn't matter. I mean, seriously. Korra's awesome. I mean, and she's really kick butt. Why wouldn't you want to be? Just, like, play as her. I mean, it's no big deal. But anyway, that's just some people's opinions. I have mine and theirs. But yeah, I'm excited that they're actually doing this, even if it is downloadable and then a few consoles. I don't care. It's still exciting, and yeah, I'll show you some of the sneak peek images. Let me get to it right quick. And this is getting really popular with the fans. Everyone's excited. Like, oh my gosh, this is the best day ever. I've wanted a Korra game since 2012. So yeah. First off, they're letting the fans choose the official final cover art for it, which I've already voted. You can go on the Legend of Korra on Facebook, their official page, or Coronation on Tumblr. They posted a link, and I guess Nickelodeon will eventually on Twitter. So yeah, they're voting. I don't know how long the voting will last, but it should be for a while. And here's the three main options. Can I make it bigger? Okay. So yeah, This is the first option. I don't know how it'll come up on the camera, but you kind of get the idea. There's Airtip Island. There's Korra doing a different pose. Uh, Here's another. This is the one I chose. I just love the pose on this, and it looked like the vine background from book 3, which it just looks kind of mysterious and everything. But this one, I think it looks so epic. It might actually win just because it looks like a video game kind of epic type of thing. Because she has the 4 elements swirling around her, and it's action focused. I like this one really, but this one just has a mysterious vibe to it. It just looks kind of, I don't know. There's something about it that I really like. And yeah, here's early screenshots. Well, here's one. For some reason, they're not all coming up. This kind of gives you an idea. And, of course, it's not much. For some reason, they're not all coming up. But, you know, that kind of gives you an idea. Obviously, it's still in development. It's coming out fall. And no release date yet, obviously, because it's early on. They're just announcing it. Hopefully, we'll know. Maybe they'll talk about it at Comic-Con. Maybe promote it, like at the Nickelodeon booth or something. That'd be pretty good. And yeah, it's just exciting. And yeah, once again, check out the trailer. It's pretty cool. It's just digital Korra fighting dark spirits, but still, it got me excited for it. And I'm curious to see how if it's going to take place in between those. It would make sense pro-bending. Maybe that'll be just a special thing, kind of like the Avatar fighting arena was in the book 2 one, where you could play any character versus, you know, just that kind of an extra thing, which would be really fun. And but the actual story takes place in between book 2 and book 3, so I'm just curious about the Equalists and the Mecha Tanks, which I'm just wondering how they'll incorporate that. But still, it's exciting. Who knows? Maybe that'll be an extra too. But still, I don't care. It's just the Korra game, so I'm happy. And yeah, once again, Korra premiere this Friday, June 27th, 7 p.m. Tell your friends, spread the word, and also about this video game. I'll keep looking for updates on IGN, since they'll say they'll be updating, posting more stuff about it throughout the week. And yeah, thanks for watching.